The Self-Sufficiency Handbook by Alan and Jill Bridgewater. So, it is, your complete guide to a self-sufficient home, garden, and kitchen. So, there's that. So, they do go into those three categories: the home, garden, plus animals, and the kitchen. Like how to kind of like make your own like cheese or like cider kind of thing. So land is the first section, and what I like about this, where I have read a few like self-sufficient books, like not a whole lot, but like a small handful, is that it lists the advantages and disadvantages of like different things throughout the book, which is nice. So it's not like 4 pages of information of like these are a few advantages, and it's like 2.5 pages of like explanation. It's here's a small list, not a small list, but here's like bullet list of advantages. Here's some different disadvantages, information. And then there's some information about what they're talking about. So, like with living within the countries, with animals, going abroad, there's that aspect where I haven't seen in other books. Part 2 is the self-sufficient home, so they describe a passive, high-tech, and natural house. So they do go describing what those types of houses are. So there's heating and cooking options. So again, the advantages and disadvantage lists are throughout, and it's straight to the point and not overly explained, which can make other books in this genre too long, where this just gets to the point. There is a lot of information of different stuff, but it is straight to the point of here's the information of it. Here's a quick, it's more of a quick glimpse kind of thing. If you want the more in-depth stuff, yeah, go look at other self-sufficient books. But this is more the complete guide. Just here's some information about each. So, like, when it gets to the animal part, like, here's information about, like, chickens, ducks, goats, cows. Yeah, you won't get your complete information from those sections, but it gives a glimpse of here's some stuff on how to deal with those animals, or not deal with them, but, like, them being a part of your farm or self-sufficient house. So some of the things have like images and diagrams on like how these things work, like solar tubes. There's a small diagram of like how it would look diagram wise connected to your house. There's some images and diagrams throughout, so you can see, oh, that's what it looks like. There's focus on alternative power sources like wind and solar. There are a few others that it talks about. Part 3 is the food garden. So Commonwealth food, soil care, saving rainwater, crop rotation. So things you do to take care of like your garden. Like there's this stuff about if like bugs and diseases come in, there's some information about that. So there's A to Z sections like veggies, A to Z veggies, A to Z fruits, A to Z herbs. So they could have combined it all into one of A to Z food, but it's nice that they put it into sections if you want just want to have a look at, okay, here's the vegetables, here's the fruits, here's the herbs, if you just want to have that focus on them. So you aren't looking through pages of like a whole lot of food. If you're just looking for 3 or 4 particular herbs, you have that herb section. So part 4, like I mentioned, is about animals. So like how to take care of different kinds of animals. So, but there are other resources that will go into more explanations on how to take care of sheep or goats or whatever. So, and part 5 is pantry, so making stuff out of the things you would have gotten, like making honey or making cheese, drying mushrooms, that is in there. So, it says it's a complete guide. So, for what it looks pretty complete to me. I'm pretty sure that they might have not put a few things into it, but it does give a big aspect of what kind of self-sufficient house living on the land kind of living would be. For me, it's a great starting point, a great starting book to have a look at. There are other good starting point books. So, again, you can start off from this book and go deeper into other sections like gardening or the alternative power sources or whatever animal you decide to have a look at. There are gardening books. It just gives a good jump off point. So as a starter complete guidebook, it is very nice if you are making that decision to do a few of the things that is in this book. So, yeah, happy readings.